Friday, we told you Cairn India had filed a writ petition in the Delhi High Court asking the court to intervene and set a timeline for the government on extension of the production sharing contract of Rajasthan, which expires in May 2020. It seems as if the legal gamble has paid off. Ashmit Kumar now joining us with that story. Ashmit, what was the outcome?
Well, the Delhi High Court delivering a rap on the knuckles of the government, reasoning that the government cannot afford to operate in a vacuum and that it needs to take a call as far as Cairn's extension is concerned with its production sharing contract in mind with no longer than 6 months. That's the deadline that has been set for the government. At the heart of the matter, essentially, is a production sharing contract that Cairn India entered into with the government, and that's set to expire in the year 2020. Cairn India, of course, seeking a 10-year extension of that contract. Now, the first and the primary argument on which they're pegging their claims is essentially that they believe that the government is bound by the production sharing contract, that there are very clear terms within the contract that provide that should commercial production begin, and it has, we understand, from 2009, then the government, as per Cairn's claims, would be bound to extend it for a period that is deemed fit by the various parties to the production sharing contract, and that's their concern here. The government, of course, seeking to refute these claims, arguing that the only reason that they haven't arrived at a decision is that sufficient documents were not made available by Cairn India. Not impressing upon Delhi High Court. The Delhi High Court not getting very impressed with these arguments, reasoning that the government cannot dilly-dally, that it cannot afford to operate in a vacuum, that a time-bound decision is urgent in this case, and towards that end, they have laid out a 6-month deadline that the government will now have to keep in mind while arriving at a decision. So clearly, more finality, more certainty as far as Cairn India is concerned with respect to its extension claims for the production sharing contract. Back to you.
You're okay paying more royalty to the Rajasthan government if it comes down to it?
No, we are very clear as to our interpretation of what the contract is. So, all we're saying is contract sanctity is very important for everybody. So, and again, there's no dispute with anybody on that. Different people can interpret differently, but we're very clear on what that means. I know the government hasn't officially said that. There are rumors about it in media, but we're very clear on what the interpretation is.